I made it. I made it to my first rest day since California, to be here in the beautiful, delicious, scrumptious, beautiful, have I said that before? Dolores, Colorado. I could not be happier to be here after these 11 days, 11 trying days through the desert. You know, a lot of people ask me, what's the toughest part about being on a bike tour? They say, don't you get, bored or kind of drive yourself mentally crazy just being for hours and hours alone on the bike? And, part of that's true, but I think the biggest part is being able to stay mentally focused for hours at a time. A lot of these things, you just can't just zone out and just go off the la la land. You need to be focused on the task at hand. And I think not so much the physical, but the mental aspect of a bike tour is something that will really wear on you. So how do I kind of describe or sum up my time in the desert? I mean, it's only been 11 days. It really hadn't been that long, but it's felt like it's been a lot longer because every day is a new challenge, new opportunities, a new battle, new struggle. I guess I would split my desert experience into two parts. The first one, obviously, Nevada. How would I describe Nevada? Desolate and depressing. I would bike literally from town to town. I would go all day just to bike and get to a town of 100 people. I would see wild cattle on the way, desert landscape that you would probably see in a movie. It was cool. There was some novelty to it in the beginning, but at the end I was kind of tired of it. Just biking the entire day, seeing 5 or 6 cars on the road, just really being out by yourself. And I really learned the meaning of deafening silence. Some of these times I would stop on the road and it would be so quiet. There would be no car, nobody around, not even the wind blowing. And it was just like, I don't know how to describe it. You just couldn't hear anything. It felt like you were deaf. Like I would snap my fingers and that's the only thing I could hear. It was really crazy. It was cool for a while, but by the end it was unsettling. So the next part, so Nevada, depressing, ride the whole day and see one town. And then Utah. Utah is a little more scenic. The terrain was, I think, a little bit more difficult. But the scenery was, unbeatable. Especially in the south with the red rocks. As you see here, riding through Capitol Reef National Park was absolutely unbeatable. I loved Grand Staircase Escalante National Park as well, seeing some of the scenery there. And then also dropping down to one of the canyons at the end of the day, at the end of Grand Staircase Escalante, to Calf Creek, which was something that really just blew me away. I had the opportunity to sleep at Calf Creek campground one night, which was absolutely incredible. I guess another thing besides seeing the desert is also seeing how middle of town America lives. I kind of realized that baseball maybe isn't the national pastime that maybe rodeo is. Every town I went in, they had not a baseball field there, but a rodeo ring. And one day in Fallon, Nevada, really the first day I was in Nevada, the campground I was at, they had a rodeo ring there, and I got to go see a rodeo show, which was pretty cool. And also, the desert kind of tested my camping skills. I mean, I slept in a lot of motels just because the days were long. I did a lot of miles, and obviously the weather was very hot. I mean, it's pretty typical to be 96, 97, 98 degrees during the day and not a cloud in the sky. Two in particular, the first night was at Calf Creek down in the canyon, which was fairly cool, but it was very anti, and I had to... There was no food there, so I brought 6 hot dogs and a packet of ramen with me. I got to cook that up, and that was really my first camp cooking experience, just eating to kind of survive. And then also the second night, I climbed down into heights at Lake Powell, which has become affectionately known as the Hellhole. hike was a nasty, treeless riverbed, dried up riverbed at the north end of Lake Powell that I camped in at one night. I got 3 hours of sleep, and I ended up camping at the ranger station. It was pretty horrible night, and that really tested my wits' end. So now I'm here in Dolores, and I can't be happier. I'm so tired of the desert, just looking at sand and dirt, and just feeling incredible heat at all times of the day. So I'm happy to kind of move into the Rockies, move into the mountains, and see something a little different. So stay tuned for the Rockies. I'm sure it'll be an incredible experience.